2026 feels like a turning point. Technology is no longer just tools on a screen. It is becoming a living layer around the world, writing software, securing trust, controlling machines, protecting privacy, and coordinating work at scale. The good news: you do not need to be a genius or a full-time engineer to learn these technologies. You need curiosity, consistency, and a practical pathway. Below are 6 technologies that stand out in 2026, based on major strategic trend tracking, notably Gartner's 2026 trends, and what is visibly accelerating in real organizations and products. 1. Multi-agent AI systems, agentic AI. What it is. A multi-agent system is a collection of AI agents that collaborate, each agent with a role: planner, researcher, analyst, coder, verifier, negotiator, to complete complex goals. Instead of one chatbot answering questions, you have a team of AIs that can break work into steps, assign tasks, check each other, and deliver outcomes. Gartner lists multi-agent systems as a key 2026 trend because they shift AI from assistant to orchestrator of real work. Why it matters in 2026: work is becoming too complex for single tools. Multi-agent AI can coordinate tasks across documents, data, emails, schedules, software, and operations. Organizations want automation with accountability. Agents can keep logs, apply rules, and escalate decisions. Agentic systems are also changing software creation. AI can plan, code, test, and document faster than traditional pipelines. Benefits for people and organizations: speed, reduce days of work into hours. Quality, one agent generates, another critiques, another validates. Scale, run multiple workflows in parallel: research, procurement, reporting, customer support. Personal leverage, a single person can operate like a small team. Applications: business operations, supply chain monitoring, procurement optimization, invoice and claims automation, customer triage. Knowledge work, literature reviews, proposal drafting, grant compliance checks, policy analysis. Engineering, requirements: right pointing arrow design, right pointing arrow simulation runs, right pointing arrow reports. Personal productivity, learning plans, finance tracking, travel planning, career strategy. How can an ordinary person learn? It starts simple: one agent plus checklist, right pointing arrow, then add more agents. Learn prompt structure, goal, constraints, inputs, output format, and verification steps. Use an agent loop, plan right pointing arrow, do right pointing arrow, check right pointing arrow, improve. Practice with small projects. Build a research agent that summarizes papers plus a fact checker agent that validates sources. Build a budget agent plus compliance agent to check your spreadsheet logic. Learn basic concepts, tasks, tools, memory, permissions, and auditing. Best beginner mindset. Treat agents like junior staff. Give clear instructions, ask for evidence, demand structured outputs, and review. 2. AI native development platforms, software built with AI. What it is. AI native development means software is created with generative AI woven into the entire build process: requirements, code generation, tests, debugging, documentation, and deployment. Gartner highlights AI native development platforms because they enable small teams, and even non-coders, to build useful software quickly. Why it matters in 2026. The barrier to building apps is falling fast. Describe what you want is increasingly becoming a real way to create prototypes and internal tools. This changes the job market. The valuable skill is no longer memorizing syntax, it is designing systems, validating outputs, and managing risk. Products are emerging that push toward prompt-to-app workflows, including in game development and other domains. Benefits: faster innovation, prototype in hours, iterate daily. Lower cost, fewer engineering hours for routine code. More inclusion, domain experts, health, finance, logistics, can participate in building tools. Applications: internal business apps, dashboards, workflow trackers, client onboarding tools. Automation, scripts that clean data, generate reports, monitor KPIs. Education, interactive learning apps, quizzes, simulators. Prototyping for startups, MVPs and demos. How can an ordinary person learn it? You do not need to start by learning a programming language. Start by learning how software is structured. Learn the basics: inputs, outputs, data tables, APIs, user roles, and security. Practice spec writing. This is the superpower. The system must do X, under constraints Y, and output Z. Build tiny projects, a personal expense tracker with categories and monthly summaries. A small CRM, name, email, last contact date, notes, reminders. Learn validation habits, unit tests, edge cases, and what could go wrong thinking. Key tip: AI can write code, but you must learn to judge code. The future belongs to people who can specify clearly and verify reliably. 3. AI security platforms and preemptive cybersecurity. What it is: as AI is embedded into business systems, security must evolve beyond traditional, reactive defense. Gartner identifies AI security platforms, securing AI apps, preventing prompt injection, data leakage, rogue agent behavior, and preemptive cybersecurity, proactive, predictive defense using AI-powered security operations, deception, and denial techniques. Why it matters in 2026: AI introduces new attack paths, prompt injection, tool misuse, data exfiltration, and agent autonomy risks. Attackers are using AI too, so defenders must become faster and more automated. Trust is becoming a business requirement. Customers and regulators increasingly expect strong controls. Benefits: reduced risk of breaches, ransomware, fraud, and operational disruption. More resilient operations, systems detect and block threats earlier. Safe AI adoption enables companies to use AI without losing control. Applications securing AI coding agents and business agents, what they can access, what actions they can take. Protecting confidential data in AI workflows, HR, finance, health. Proactive monitoring of suspicious behavior and supply chain threats. How can an ordinary person learn it? Security is not only for specialists. Anyone can build security thinking quickly. Learn core ideas: confidentiality, integrity, availability, CIA, least privilege, logging, and incident response. Practice safe AI usage. Never paste sensitive data into unapproved tools. Use redaction and synthetic data for testing. Demand audit trails for automated actions. Learn the new AI-specific risks: prompt injection and agent tool misuse, an agent doing something you did not intend. If you are technical, learn threat modeling and secure design patterns, permissions, sandboxes, rate limits. Simple rule for 2026: if AI can take actions, it must also have boundaries. 4. Digital provenance, proving what's real, what it is. Digital provenance is the ability to verify the origin, ownership, and integrity of software, data, images, video, documents, and AI-generated content. In a world flooded with synthetic media, provenance becomes the foundation of trust. Gartner flags digital provenance as essential as AI content and third-party components rise. A major real-world push here is the C2PA standard, which provides a technical approach for attaching provenance and authenticity information to media, often called content credentials. Why it matters in 2026: deepfakes and AI-generated content are cheap and common. Organizations must prove what is authentic: brand materials, evidence, training data, official communications. Trust is now part of productivity. Without verification, people waste time doubting everything. Benefit: reduces misinformation risk and reputational damage. Improves accountability: who created, edited what and when. Supports compliance, auditability for regulated sectors. Applications journalism and public communications, verifying source and edits. Corporate brand protection, authenticating official assets. Legal, insurance evidence trails, tamper-evident media. Software supply chain integrity, knowing what code you are running. How can an ordinary person learn it? Learn the concept: metadata, signatures, hashes, and tamper evidence. High level is enough. Build habits: save original files, keep version history, document changes. Use trusted channels for official content. Understand emerging standards like C2PA and the idea of content credentials. If you create content, YouTube, social media, education, start thinking, how could I prove this is mine and unaltered? Mindset shift. In 2026, literacy includes verification, not just creation. 5. Confidential computing. Privacy. While data is being used, what it is traditional security protects data at rest, stored, and in transit, moving. Confidential computing protects data in use, while it is being processed, using hardware-based protected environments called Trusted Execution Environments, TEEs. Gartner highlights confidential computing because it enables safer AI and analytics, even in environments you do not fully trust. Why it matters in 2026. AI and analytics often require sensitive data, health, finance, identity, business secrets. Organizations increasingly collaborate across borders and vendors. Confidential computing reduces insider and infrastructure-level risk by limiting who can see data during processing. Benefits. Safer cloud computing for sensitive workloads. Enables collaboration. Multiple parties can analyze combined data with less exposure. Supports regulated industries, healthcare, banking, government, and critical infrastructure. Applications. Secure AI model training and inference on sensitive datasets. Multi-party analytics, joint research, shared fraud detection, cross-organization risk analysis. Confidential workloads in cloud environments. How can an ordinary person learn it? You can learn this without being a hardware expert. Understand the concept of data in use and why it is vulnerable. Learn the basic vocabulary: enclave, T, attestation, high level. If you work with sensitive data, adopt better practices, minimize data, encrypt it, control access, and prefer platforms that support confidential computing for high-risk workloads. Big idea. Privacy is moving from policy and promises to hardware-backed protection. 6. Physical AI, robots and machines that can sense, decide, act, what it is. Physical AI is intelligence that is embedded into machines and devices, robots, drones, smart equipment, so they can sense the environment, make decisions, and take action. Gartner lists physical AI as a major 2026 trend because it extends AI from digital text and screens into the real world. We can already see the acceleration in industry discussions. Robotics enhanced with AI is expanding beyond traditional, fixed, industrial robots into more adaptive systems for logistics, healthcare, agriculture, and service environments. Why it matters in 2026. Many industries still depend on physical labor and physical processes. Physical AI improves productivity, safety, quality, and sustainability. It is a direct pathway from AI ideas to measurable real-world impact. Benefits. Safety. Robots handle hazardous tasks. Efficiency. Faster handling, fewer errors, less downtime. Sustainability. Optimized movement, energy use, and reduced waste. New jobs. Technicians, robot supervisors, AI robot workflow designers. Applications. Warehousing and logistics, picking, packing, sorting, and inventory scanning. Healthcare, assistive devices, hospital logistics, rehabilitation support. Agriculture, crop monitoring, selective harvesting, precision spraying. Infrastructure, inspection drones, maintenance robotics. How can an ordinary person learn it? Physical AI is one of the most enjoyable to learn because you can see it work. Start with simple hardware learning, sensors, cameras, and motors, even as a hobby. Learn the basic loop: sense right pointing arrow, interpret right pointing arrow, decide right pointing arrow, act. Do small projects, a camera-based object detector on your laptop. A simple robot kit that follows a line or avoids obstacles. If you are not technical, learn at the workflow level, where robots fit, how safety is managed, what tasks are automatable, and how humans collaborate with machines. Key mindset: physical AI is not robots replacing humans, it is humans gaining powerful mechanical teammates. A practical learning plan for 2026, for busy people, if you want a realistic path without overwhelm. Month 1, AI Foundations. Learn prompt structure, verification, and basic automation ideas. Month 2, Multi-Agent Workflows. Build 2 to 3 repeatable agent workflows for your work, research, reporting, planning. Month 3. AI native creation. Build a small app, prototype, even a simple dashboard or tracker. Month 4. Trust and security. Learn AI security basics, safe data habits, and provenance concepts. Month 5. Privacy by design. Understand confidential computing at a high level and apply data minimization plus access controls. Month 6. Physical AI awareness. Try a small robotics or sensor project, or map where robotics could help in your domain. If you enjoyed this discussion, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Stay tuned for more insights on AI, quantum computing, and emerging technologies shaping the future of software and humanity.